Okay, we have another question for this anxiety Q&A from Maria. Hello, Maria. What's your question?
Hello, Daniel. Uh, my question is, why am I so scared to go out to engage in normal activities like taking the public transit or going grocery shopping? And I tend to think of, think ahead what people will be thinking of me, how they're judging me. And I feel like there's something wrong with me. Like, I, most of the time I feel left out from a group, even in at church. So, um, like when I was a kid, in my family, I felt like I was a weirdo. So I'm not sure how that goes with my anxiety, how that's linked.
Well, thank you for being honest and vulnerable. And I know you look at me with my movie star good looks and my raw animal sex appeal and confidence, and you think I was just born this way. You think I was just a little baby that came out of the womb throwing the look of blue steel from Zoolander. But I was a very scared teenager who felt definitely like a weirdo. And even though I'm straight, everyone thought I was gay. So they thought I was queer. So they called me a queerdo. So, haha, actually pretty clever. So I've been there and I've been afraid to go outside and been confused why. So yeah, I've been there and it sucks, doesn't it?
Yes, big time.
And what sucks even more is that because you haven't figured this out, which I believe almost nobody's figured it out. That's why so many people are struggling with it. We start to feel like we're broken. And I know that feeling and it breaks my heart because when you can't solve it, you feel broken. You're not broken. I'm going to show you what's going on. But before I figured out what was causing it, I felt broken. And it's just not only do you feel horrible and scared and it's not you, but then there's this shame from feeling like there's something wrong with you. Does that feel true for you?
Yes, that feels very true.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to give you a perspective so that you understand where this is coming from and so that maybe you feel like you're not broken. Okay?
Okay,
Okay. My goal is to really help you be free of this. I can't do that right now, but right now I just want to give you some self-compassion and to feel less broken. Okay?
okay,
So the way you asked the question of I believe it was, why am I so afraid to go out? Was that the
yes,
question? Right. So I completely understand because you understand that nothing on the outside usually is very dangerous, especially going out to meeting people isn't dangerous or scary, but our body is creating these feelings that feels like we're scared and in danger, and it doesn't add up, does it?
no, it doesn't.
No. And if you don't know where that fear feeling is coming from, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You're like, I'm just going out to meet some friends. You know, there's no SWAT team that's going to zip in and there's no snipers out there. There's no lions. There's no tigers. You're in Canada, right? There's no lions or tigers out there.
No,
Yeah. I lived in Canada for 7 years. It's a beautiful, relatively safe place. If ever there was a place to not have anxiety, it would be Canada because it's pretty nice and polite and everything pretty much works. But yet I help a lot of people from Canada. So it begs the question, why, if things are relatively safe, why do we feel like we're unsafe? You're not the only one that has that question. So the reason there's this confusion is because you and the whole world, and me included until I figured out what the heck was going on, we believe that what we're feeling in this moment has to do with this moment. Meaning you feel all this fear in your system and you think, oh, I shouldn't I shouldn't be afraid. This doesn't make sense because this moment I'm safe. Make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. And I didn't think about that before, that there's no danger out there, but still I feel like I'm scared to go out.
Right. So if you're thinking that what you're feeling is based on right now, yeah, it makes no sense. There's no threat, there's no danger, and yet you feel threat and danger. And you'll wonder and you'll feel broken because it doesn't make sense because you think what you're feeling is about right now, which is a logical thing to assume because sometimes how we feel is based on what's going on right now. If you're going down the street and a car makes a really loud noise and you get scared, that's happening right now. If there's some stress at work and you feel some stress, that's going on right now. If you're in a relationship and it's challenging, that's going on right now. So sometimes, often even, what we feel has to do with right now. So it's a good thing to guess. The thing is with anxiety, what if it's not about what's going on right now? What if it's about what's been going on in the past that you're feeling now?
Yes, I don't know how that works.
Well, I
Like,
know you may not know how it works, but if what you're feeling right now is a symptom of the past, then it might make more sense what you're feeling right now. True?
true.
So what I tell people and what I discovered, which allowed me to solve my anxiety and help people solve their anxiety, is that anxiety is pain, and pain is a symptom of accumulated neglect, meaning neglect over time, keyword time. So if what you're feeling right now is an accumulation of you not taking very good care of your feelings, and it's catching up to you now, or it's been catching up to you for a while, and you're feeling the symptoms based on what's been building for a while, would it make a little bit more sense that that what you're feeling right now isn't about what's happening right now, but what's been building for a while?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I always use the metaphor of teeth because it's simple. There's basic care of your teeth: floss, brush, go to a dentist occasionally, don't eat too much sugar. And if you do that, your teeth pretty much do pretty well. But if nobody ever told you how to take care of your teeth, then over time, eventually, that neglect would accumulate and create fragile teeth that would release pain very easily. So imagine that you never learned about how to take care of your teeth. And so unknowingly, you needed a root canal. Your teeth were all infected and painful and fragile. Okay? Horrible metaphor, but you with me?
Yeah.
And then you eat a carrot and you bite into a carrot and you go, ow, what the frick? This makes no sense. Why is a carrot making my mouth feel like it's going to explode? That makes no sense. It makes no sense why this carrot hurts so much. It's just a carrot. But
Yeah.
if you've neglected your teeth for a really long time and they're fragile, and when you push on them, you feel a lot of pain, then actually doesn't biting on a carrot and feeling pain make sense?
Yes.
Why?
You asked if biting on a carrot feels painful if the teeth are neglected.
Yeah.
It's painful because um they're hurting, they're not being taken care of.
Yeah, you didn't take care of them and they're fragile. And if you push on something that's fragile, it releases a lot of pain. So it makes sense. It's not the carrot that's happening right now that's creating the pain. It's the neglected teeth, and you're sort of feeling the pain based on what's been happening for a while. But it's not the carrot causing the pain. It's the carrot pushing on the fragile teeth, and you're feeling the pain. But the pain is from something that's been building for a while now, not the carrot. Make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
So let's say you had a friend who also wasn't taught how to take care of their teeth. They just had no idea. And so unknowingly, their teeth were really fragile. And you're hanging out with them and they grab a carrot and they bite into it and they go, ow, what the? And they take another bite and they'll go, God, Maria, this makes no sense. Why does my teeth hurt from this carrot? A carrot shouldn't hurt me. I must be broken. There must be something wrong with me. Every time I bite into hard vegetables, there's this pain. It makes no sense. I feel broken. What would you say to them?
That's not true. It's something else. It's the teeth.
Yeah, and why are the teeth releasing pain?
Because they haven't taken proper care of their teeth
Yes,
for a while.
for a while. Did anybody ever teach you how to take really good care of your internal emotional system?
No, I think it was the opposite.
Yeah, all of us. I grew up in a family that they provided for me very well logistically, but you know, my dad's a scientist, very in the mind, not in the heart and feelings. He couldn't feel. He had trauma from his childhood. And so feeling in my family was dangerous. So I stopped feeling and I was taught very bad habits, which caught up. So what you're feeling, this fragility in your system, is not because you're afraid to be with friends or what might happen when you leave your house. That's just the pressure. Your emotional system is fragile, and so it gets scared very easily. But it's not about what's happening right now. It's about what's been building for a while. What do you think about what I'm saying?
I mean, it's nice to know that it's not like you said, the actual now that when I go out, it's something in the past that it's like a habit, I guess, that I built from learning it from my family or people
Well, you
around me.
learned bad habits from your family, and they've caught up with you, just like all of us. And so you're experiencing an unhealthy nervous system that needs to be brought back to health, just like if you hadn't taken care of your teeth for decades and they were fragile. You go to a dentist, they clean out the teeth, the infection, they bring it back to health, and then you brush and floss moving forward. So that's how we make it when we bring your nervous system back to health. And that's what my program does, is it brings your nervous system back to health, just like it would bring your teeth back to health. And then when you do that, you're not fragile and you don't feel pain from small things. And then you can go out. You can do a lot of things and not be afraid. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I want to do that.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah. Or you can walk around with an infected nervous system for the rest of your life. Although you've tried that, it kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like I cannot do uh, much stuff, like the bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean, people are experiencing this. You know, if you have very fragile teeth and you don't fix them, you start staying away from hard things that might hurt your teeth. And metaphorically, that's what people with anxiety do. There's all these things that sort of push on their nervous system and then they feel anxiety. So what do people do? They start to hide, like you. They're not going out. Maybe they're hiding in their business. They stop doing things in life and they're retreating, trying to avoid the metaphorical carrot that's creating the pain. And again, it's symptom management, but your life gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're not living life. And when I work with people, not only do we bring their nervous system back to health, but now they don't have to avoid things. They don't have to avoid social situations or speaking or doing anything, and they get their life back. So for me, the joy of helping people is not just seeing their pain go down, but seeing their life come back. What do you think?
That's amazing. I want that.
So repeat after me, Maria. Say, I am not broken.
I am not broken.
Nothing wrong with me.
Nothing wrong with me.
The pain I'm feeling right now isn't about right now.
The pain I'm feeling right now isn't about right now.
The pain I'm feeling has been building for a while now.
The pain I'm feeling has been building for a while now.
So it makes sense I'm feeling this pain.
So it makes sense I'm feeling this way.
I haven't been taking care of myself.
I haven't been taking care of myself.
And my alarms are going off.
And my alarms are going off.
But the alarms don't mean I'm broken.
But the alarms don't mean I'm broken.
The alarms are trying to get my attention.
The alarms are trying to get my attention.
To get me to take better care of myself.
To get me to take better care of myself.
So I can be healthy.
So I can be healthy.
And the alarms and pain go away.
And the alarms and pain go away.
And I can go from hiding to living.
And I can go from hiding to living.
Sound good?
Yes, it feels good.
Beautiful. I'd love to help you. It takes a bit of courage when you've been hiding your whole life, but I get it. But if you have the courage to try and move forward, I promise you this will help. Partly because it does, it's designed to, but also it just makes sense. If we bring your system back to health, life's got to be better. True?
Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome.